Alright, what's up guys? So a week or two ago, the new Bleach Rebirth of Souls game was announced, and since then we have all been wondering, how does this game play? From what I saw on Twitter, there was like an article in a magazine that kind of made it sound very Dissidia-esque. I like Dissidia, although it is a little bit weird and kind of unapproachable from casual, so I hope it's not that complicated. I at least hope it doesn't look that complicated. But they actually decided to release a gameplay trailer to explain the game, which will tell us if the game is actually going to be good or if it's going to be just another generic arena fighter. I have a feeling it's going to be weird, but hopefully in a good way. Let's find out. Are we on max visuals? We are on max visuals, okay.
Do you want to win?
So we're gonna break this down after, if there's anything to break down, by the way. We're not just watching it and reacting. However, that is part of it. This game's visuals are basically perfect for Bleach, right? Like, they nailed it.
For its own sake is meaningless. Survival in itself is meaningless. I want to win.
He looks perfect, dude. That is awesome.
Wielding swords that
I'm just so happy Bleach is back.
Soul Reapers now jump into battle.
I won't lose. No way. Not to anyone.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
Fall far short.
Yeah, Byakuya looks sick too. A bit of a less dramatic intro, but that's okay. Cut down your opponent's Reishi. So I'm noticing they're not taking... It's like a Sekiro stagger gauge, I guess? Interesting.
Are you ready?
Okay, so you break down the stagger gauge, and then you get like a dramatic attack. It's not as complicated as I thought. It's basically... Okay, so here's my prediction. I know I'm pausing in the middle of the reaction, whatever. So this meter up here, you can't see my mouse. Hold on. Okay, so this meter up here is essentially the basic health bar, and you look at this bar as lives. As you break this health bar down, you basically break these with a bigger attack. I think I'm right on that, but we'll let them explain.
Win the game.
Visually looks incredible, and I guess the like in between life bar stuff is essentially just their way of okay.
You can also activate reverse
I lost my train of thought a little bit. There's reversals, alright.
Turn the tide of battle with well-timed combos.
Turn the tide of battle with well-timed combos. Okay.
Shall I explain to you the full extent?
He's using his Bankai. I want to know how Bankais and Shikais are integrated. I'm assuming it's just their... Okay, yeah, awaken level 4.
Accumulated power brings you to an awakened state. Unleashing your true power.
How do you... I guess the meter on the left, huh? It looks sick. Huh. I'm gonna have to like break this down because I still can't quite tell you what's going on. So the Bankai is almost like a comeback mechanic. Oh, it looks so good.
Bankai. All right. Let's just start over. All I can do.
So the Bankai is... Oh, cool.
And try to channel it.
It looks sick, dude. So you land like a big Bankai attack, it actually like evens up the game. So this is not going to be a competitive game at all, right? Maybe there will be.
Let the next clash decide this battle.
So is this a story fight, or is this actually like how the game plays is what I really need to know. I got nothing of how the game plays from that. Like I still don't quite get it. I still don't quite get it. We're going to have to watch this again and really like try and go very slow. So let me see this. Let me see these life bars. Okay. So, hold on. Alright. This Guilty Gear-ass menu, though. Alright, so let me take a look at this menu. So, essentially, we have the... Let me put my mouse back on so you guys can see what I'm pointing at. So, we've got the HP bar here. Yeah? Yeah. And this is really just like your lives, your rounds, and you lose 2 per round. You seem to start with 9. Interesting. So these matches could go on for quite a while, depending on how it's set up. So this looks like your basic super meter down here. So let's use like the Getsuga Tensho and stuff like that. Like your basic Shikai abilities, I'm sure. Rule number 1, cut down your opponent's Reishi. So the life bar is the Reishi meter. We can see that. Okay, so the Kanpaku meter is their lives. That's what it is. So after you break one of the life bars, you essentially get a free Kanpaku break, which is the live break. And depending on the move you do, you actually get a little more. So right over here, you could see that Byakuya activates his Shikai, essentially. And you see this meter freak out down here. But you know he's in activation. And then Ichigo activates his, and you just see them both using their special moves. So they get like whole new move sets when they activate, it looks like. Which makes sense, it is Bleach. But that means each character has multiple move sets, which is interesting. And that, I guess, was like his super, like his Shikai version of his super. So essentially, you'll be able to use Shikai, Bankai, whatever else there is throughout a match. That's pretty cool. This meter up here is the Bankai meter, essentially. So when that fills up, you get your activation for Bankai. They couldn't call it a Bankai meter because not every character has a Bankai, so I guess that makes sense. So look at this, look at this. When the Bankai meter runs out, it actually does the actual, like, big Bankai super. Which makes sense. Which, if that hits, does crazy damage. Okay. So these fights are cinematic as hell. I can't tell the competitiveness of it, because it feels like these matches are also going to take quite a while. But visually, and as far as it being something unique, it's actually pretty sick. But alright, so now let me see one other thing now. So Ichigo activated his Bankai. Okay, so you see that his Bankai meter was full when he took the big hit. I think they just did that for the trailer. It's not like it activates automatically if you die. Yeah, I'm looking at the meters right now. So you get like special moves. So look, another thing I noticed real quick is you see right here, down here, he activated this. You get a couple different moves. Runic Slash, interesting. But you get a couple different moves, which I'm guessing are activated with like easy access buttons. And he probably activated Can You Keep Up, which is where we get this. So that opener, if that hits, you get this combo, which looks pretty sick. And then I guess a tie game, there's like some kind of clash, which will decide the winner. Or this is just the cinematic for the story. I actually can't tell. Okay, I think I have a grasp. And then it looks like there's a secondary activation for the mask. We'll see how that works. I think I have an understanding, so I'm going to go over this again real quick. The Reishi gauge, once again, is your opponent's regular HP that you drain in just basic combat. Just think of that as an HP bar. And when you drain that HP gauge, your opponent automatically loses these 2 life points right here. And then if you hit a big attack...
After damaging your opponent, unleash your Kika move and destroy several of your opponent's...
There you go. If you hit a big attack, you see this big-ass number 3 popped up right here in this Guilty Gear-ass menu. He probably did a special attack, like almost PlayStation All-Stars style, that just took off 3 of his life bars. So essentially, you break your opponent, and then you need to hit like a special attack to actually like do big damage. Otherwise, you'll only get like a smaller amount, I guess. And then moving on to turn the tide of battle, these awakenings are just awakenings. So Ichigo's always in Shikai, so his just, I guess, is just like a glow. But Byakuya actually gets his like a whole different moveset for it. Maybe Ichigo does too. Also crazy it's not called the Getsuga Tensho, but they'll correct that, I'm sure. Reverse actions use the bottom meter, while EX attacks use the top one. The bottom meter is for like DPs and reversals. What I really want to know about is this like final clash they do at the end of the trailer. That's kind of unexplained. I'm guessing that might just be something that happens during like a tie, but I'm not too sure about that. We will find out. What I need to see is a full unedited gameplay video. One match, and I feel like I'll have a better understanding of how the game actually played. However, I think I've got the gist of it, and they're aiming for like cinematic flair over actual like competitive gameplay. But it looks like it's going to be fun, and at the very least unique, so I am looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I am actually very curious if this is a little too complex, or if it's actually just what the arena fighter genre needed. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this game as well. Subscribe if you're not to this channel, and I will see you guys next time. Till then.